Hi guys, we're just waiting for a few more people to join, and then we'll be starting with our third night of the After Dark series. Welcome guys, for those of you that are already with us. Our special guest of tonight, the animal that I'm sleeping next to, is Taji. Beautiful girl. Alright, so we'll be talking a little bit about her a little bit later on. Just waiting for a few more people to join, and obviously also waiting for Tams. She will be joining us shortly. She's running a little bit late. Okay, Pietro, hello. Garrett, hey, how's it going? Jan, hello. Jan is Tams's mum. I'm sure Rob's also watching. Hi guys. Alright, so thanks for joining in guys. On our third night of the After Dark series. Taji is the star of tonight. Alright, so we're focusing on one species tonight, being the Bengal tiger. Alright, okay, so thanks for coming guys, thanks for joining us. We'll be starting in a minute. Hi Sally. Alright, here we go. So we're just waiting for Tams to come and join us as well. So Taji's laying, the fence does make it a little bit harder, but she's just behind me over there, as you can see her through the fence. But she will come up a bit closer later on and say hi to us. She moves around. So yeah, so Tams will be joining us shortly as well. Hi Nadia, Dion, hello, thanks for joining. Garrett's asking if I have a bush to sleep under again. I got a bit of a tree, an acacia tree, so I'm going to be sitting the bed underneath that. Big thank you to maintenance, they've actually set up a bed for me, so I'm just going to be moving it underneath the tree for a little bit more shelter. But last night was very comfy under the bush. Didn't have any dew falling on me, which was quite nice, so I woke up dry, not too wet, so that's pretty good as well. Louisa, welcome. Alicia, welcome. Janet, hey. Isabel. All right, welcome guys. So if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at another phone, just getting all the comments that you guys are posting. All right, hi Sonia from Sanin. All right, so I see Tams is approaching now. So Tams, welcome.
Hello.
You want
Hi.
to come stand here in the light with me? Stand next to me on this side over here. So, what you been up to?
I just opened our dare, which we had to do as part of the live stream. So obviously you can tell this isn't my normal day-to-day look.
Really?
Yeah, thanks to the
Okay.
the marketing department. I had to replicate this on my own face. I think I did
you did a decent
kind
job.
of an alright looking job. The nice part is tigers all have unique stripes, so
Yep.
no two tiger has the same marking, so I can draw whatever I want, and that's totally acceptable. So yeah, thanks guys. The good part is I get to do Delano, so the dare instructions are, yeah.
Let's hear these dear instructions.
Okay, we must paint each other's face.
Well, you've done your face.
There is a bit of a mean part to it, and I don't have the heart to do it, which was to do yours with a permanent marker. Sorry, Alicia, Nadia, I'm gonna be nice and, you know, do that with the face paint. And then we have to sing happy birthday, because today's Taji's birthday. She's 16 years of age, so our oldest tiger. So yeah,
Sweet 16.
yeah.
All right, so thank you, Tams. The benefits of having your guest also be your fiance, they are nice to you, okay? So yeah, so Tams, I'm going to just set up the camera over here, then I don't have to hold it the whole time that you're painting my face. Taji is off playing. Don't know if you can see, she just went for a little run. Even though she's turning 16 and she's quite an older girl, she's still very playful. Right, I'm just going to set the camera up here a little bit. Oops, sorry, accidentally switched the camera around. Right, let's see what I can do here. Okay, let's see how that is. You go there.
Alrighty.
I'll stand over here. You guys let me know if you can hear all the way from over here. And then I'll also be asking Tams questions. Thanks, marketing.
Okay.
Alright, so just looking at the comments coming through. Hi, Benedict. Asking if we have Satara. Yes, we still do have her. Lisa from Somerset West. Hi. Anthea. Hi. Maria saying hi to Tams. Cavallero.
Oh, hi!
One of our ex-wabs.
Intern.
Intern, sorry, yeah.
Hello.
Joe Hunter.
Hi, Jojo.
Crazy Aussie. So comment. Alright.
Taji is also very vocal.
Yeah. Alright. So Tams, like we've done with the previous streams that we've done, my guest, I've always asked them a few questions at the beginning of the stream. So I'm going to ask them to you as well while you put some graffiti on my face.
Yeah, ready?
Alright. Okay, so the first one, I should know this as well because we've been here the same amount of time. How long have you been working at Cango Wildlife Ranch?
It's been almost 7 years.
7 years
in
nearly.
July, yeah.
In July, so it's quite a while. Alright. And then, what do you do at the ranch? What is your current position at the ranch?
I am the curator for the large carnivore section. So my day-to-day is quite busy. It's just to overall manage the cheetahs, the lions, the tigers, the leopard, and some of our smaller mammals like the serval, the caracals and the foxes, and to make sure that overall health and well-being is covered for. So that includes their dietary needs, behavioral needs, enrichment needs, enclosure suitability, maintenance, record keeping, husbandry training, medical needs. So basically everything about them to make sure that they're totally and completely taken care of every day.
Right. So that's quite a bit of work. All right. So then tell me, the next question is, it's working?
It's okay.
Right. The next question is, so your favorite part of the job? What is your favorite part of the job?
My favorite part of the job would be getting to know the animals as individuals, because they actually are all like people in that way, and for me it's a real privilege to get to know them one-on-one and know what they like, what they don't like, how to work with them, because they can actually teach us quite a lot. And yeah, we spend a lot of time getting to know them and making sure that they're happy and healthy, and yeah, it's amazing for me to have the opportunity to be able to do that. So, yeah.
So Luankia, one of our colleagues in the animal department as well, just made a comment, one of your duties is keeping me in order.
Yes, that, yeah.
She doesn't always succeed with that one.
No. It's too stubborn.
Yep, that's true. But thanks, Ankia, for watching and commenting. Appreciate it. All right. So we heard your favorite part. Now, can you tell me what is one of your least favorite parts of the job?
I hate it when my feet get wet, because then I get cold and then I get grumpy.
So yeah, Tams does hate being cold, so she's lucky not to be spending the night here with me.
The black one doesn't work.
Oh, so the black one stopped working, so yeah. I don't have as many stripes.
There we go. Yeah, you're like
I'm
Nevada.
not as stripy. Unless she really wants to be mean and take the permanent marker.
No, I won't do that.
All right. Benedict is saying nice beard. Yeah, I didn't shave it because it's cold and it's like a mask keeping me warm.
Oops, sorry. You can take that out now.
Yeah, so alright, I'm going to take the camera out. It's just going to be easier to work with then, so I don't have to bend over the whole time. Vicky Mullins just commented and saying, watching all the way from Jersey Zoo. Darrell.
Oh, hello.
In
Welcome.
Channel Islands. Love Cango and the work you do. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Welcome with us for tonight.
Thank you.
Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna have a look where Taji is. The camp is quite big, so if she goes to the back, the light doesn't go that far back, so we will struggle to see her at times. Alright. So Janet says yes, Tams does hate the cold. You would have also seen that one of Tams's other weaknesses is being hangry. That is a very big weakness for her. She does get very hungry. Alright, so tell me, Tams, another thing that I want to know is, with the lockdown, COVID-19, the ranch is closed, we don't have any tourists coming through. What does that mean for you? What is that, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's made us question everything going forward. What's going to happen with us and the ranch, and most importantly what will happen with the animals, because we rely very heavily on our tourists that come through and all of our visitors that we get every single day. And without them currently at the moment, we're trying to do everything we possibly can to bring in the necessary funding to keep going. So yeah, I think that's, at this point, we're all just trying to make it work, and we're taking it day by day, and we're making sure that the animals' basic needs are all covered for. And for us in the animal department, and for everyone, it's not a question of, you know, like, are we coming in? We will come in every day, and we will make sure we do what we have to keep everything going. So yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks for that answer. So we got some interesting comments that have come through. Nina also says hi. Nina Klaus.
Hi Nina, another intern.
Right, yeah, a few years ago. Then we have.
Yeah. Sorry, we're just reading the
Mr. E. He's asking, do we argue about aspects of care for the different animals?
No, because we want it to be the best.
Yeah.
As long as it's the best.
Then we do argue about that, about what is the best. So yes, we do argue about those things sometimes. And then another question from Mr. E is, who is the best boss on the ranch, Mr. E or Mrs. E? I'm handing it to you.
Mrs. E!
Oh.
Mrs. E, I love you so much. Mr. E, I love you too, but I mean, come on.
Well, Mr. E put on a brilliant dance performance yesterday, so I'm rooting for Mr. E on that one.
Did. Well done on the dance
very
moves.
Proud of you, Mr. E. You got some legendary dance moves there, starting us off. Hey, Paulsy, thank you for joining us. Thank you. Carmen said, do we speak tiger? So I think this might be an opportunity for us to find Taji and go and chuff happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
So we'll just look where she is. It's a bit dark at the moment.
Go that way.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going on a journey.
So a little adventure.
Try not to show the cave. Maintenance happening.
Alright, so it's already quite dark here, so we've got some flashlights, we've got some obstacles just to climb over. Alright, so hi Taj. So Taji's talking to me, so the noise that you hear is us chuffing at her, and then she chuffed back as well. I'm going to turn the camera around quickly and put it on Tams with her, and you'll get a better view. Alright, and I'm going to put my torch on as well. Hi. Okay. Come back, girl. I won't shine it in her eyes, obviously. Alright, so Tams, do you want to get started on the happy birthday? We'll chuff it. And she's singing with us. So we're testing Tams's Yay! Yay, Taji! So Tams is not very good at tiger.
Talented.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so you can hear Taji talking as well. She loves the attention. She's really got a beautiful personality. Really sweet sounds that she's making, communicating with us. All right. So yeah, Tams does get to work with her on a regular basis or every day. Tams got a nice special bond with her now recently, and we'll talk about a little bit more of that in a second. For those of you that have been following our Facebook page for quite a while will know that Taji did go in for some surgery recently, and we are going to touch on that in a minute or two as well. All right. So yeah, she loves attention.
Hello.
Yay. All right. So again, thank you to everybody that's joining us. I see there's even somebody all the way from Ecuador, Catherine. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Catherine.
All right. So far, currently, we've got about 60 people joining us for Taji's birthday. That's awesome, guys. Thank you very much. Okay. So we're going to head back there to the light in a second, and then we're going to talk about Taji's...
She can see something.
Yep. Taji surgery that she's recovered from really well as our true and false questions. Tams is trying to whisper, but she's quite loud. She's not being sly at all. And then we'll also talk about some of the amazing people that have helped us with finances, adopting Taji and sponsoring her as well. That also helped with the surgery. All right. Okay, so she's actually come with us back to the light. Okay. Okay, Tams, if you want to stand over here, and then I'm going to be asking you you're going to be asking the true or false questions.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Okay. All right, so you're going to ask us some true or false questions. If you guys can feel free... you guys can feel free to comment the answers through after the questions. Just write question 1 or Q1 and your true or false answer. All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Throw them at us.
Question 1. Tigers can purr.
Is that true or false? Tigers can purr. All right. Okay. We've got Zelme saying best sounds in the world. That chuffing and those roars. We got Catherine also asking how we are different from other places around the world that are not so great, like places on the recent show Tiger King. Yeah, we'll get into that as well.
I'll let Delano answer that one.
All right. So, Benedict is saying false. Sally is saying true. Karika is saying true. Yep, you can hear them still talking. Nevada's also talking to us from the back. Chantal saying true, Janet saying true. Okay, question 2, Tams.
Okay.
Throw it at us.
Question 2. Bengal tigers are the largest natural cat species in the world. True or false?
So Taji is trying to sneak up on Tams. She's very playful. There was a little branch there that she just couldn't get her foot over, which made it quite comical. All right, so question 2, you said...
Bengal tigers are the largest natural cat species in the world.
All right, largest natural cat species in the world. True or false? All right, this does not include ligers, which are not a natural occurrence. That is a man-made animal, pretty much by breeding lion and tiger together. All right. Okay, question 3.
Okay, question 3. True or false? Historical records of free-roaming white tigers on the Indian subcontinent date back to the 1500s.
All right. So, you want to repeat the question again? True or false?
True or false? Historical records of free-roaming white tigers on the Indian subcontinent date back to the 1500s.
Okay, so pretty much saying that there were free-roaming white Bengal tigers on the Indian continent back way back all the way to the 1500s. Okay, true or false? Question 3. Okay, so we got a lot of question 2 falses coming through, some trues. Some people saying the Siberian tiger is the biggest. All right. Okay, some more falses for question 3, some trues from Janet, Sally true. Leonis was one of them saying that the Siberian is the biggest. Karen Kukakis, question 3 false. Casper, question 3 true. Nadia saying question 3 is 2. Nadia is also on our marketing department. Thanks for the permanent marker. Thanks. So this isn't the only thing that we did today as a dare, guys, the facial painting. Yeah, a little bit earlier we did film something for you guys, myself and Tams and a few special guests. And that will obviously be posted tomorrow morning after, once I've done my close-off live stream, usually at around 8 o'clock. All right, so Tams, question 4. Throw it at us.
Okay, question 4, true or false? The Bengal tiger is the national mammal of India.
All right. Bengal tiger, the national mammal of India. All right. Have a think about that one. True or false? Okay.
All right. And the last one?
Last one? Yeah, you can give us the last one.
Okay. Question 5. True or false? Sorry, it's just some really
peacocks
loud noises in the background. Tigers like to swim.
Okay, so tigers, a cat species, like to swim. True or false? All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you some time to answer those. Nadia saying question 4, false. Karika, question 4, false. Casper saying question 4 is also false. Karika, question 4, false.
I'm so glad everyone can hear us with our masks.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Mr. E saying the answer regarding the comparison will be it's important. We'll be tackling that in a second. Okay. Luce. Hi, Luce, one of our previous interns as well. Garrett mentioning that you could hear the peacocks in the background. Yes.
How appropriate.
Yep. All right. So quite a few of the people saying question 5 is true. All right. Okay, Tams, do you want to go through the answers with us? Question 1.
Yeah. Okay. Question 1 was tigers can purr. The answer is false. They actually cannot. The big cats, which is the lions, tigers, leopard and jaguar, they don't have the ability to purr. So they can actually roar and make other vocal sounds like we heard Taji earlier, but they cannot purr. If they are content, then they'll make the chuffing sound, and that's a nice greeting. And I have a bit more of a technical answer for you. Alright, so these 4 cats, they belong to the genus Panthera. They're incapable of purring due to different structured voice boxes. They create a larger sound, producing passage, so they can create a wider range of pitch.
All right, so we got a nice view of Taji in the light there. All right, okay, nice explanation there, Tams. Now question 2. You want to give us the answer for question 2?
All right, so that was Bengal tigers are the largest natural cat species in the world. The answer is false. It's the Siberian tiger, which is the largest natural cat species in the world.
All right, so some of you got that answer right and even mentioned the Siberian tiger. Congrats, guys.
Well done.
All right, question 3.
Question 3. Alright, historical records of free-roaming white tigers on the Indian subcontinent date back to the 1500s. This is true.
Alright.
Cool. Unfortunately, the last known free-ranging white tiger was shot in 1958. So they have not been seen since. But they were occurring, living, reproducing, hunting, doing just fine. As far back as the 1500s on record.
Okay, question 4, Tams.
Right, question 4 was Bengal tiger is the national mammal of India. That is true.
Okay.
It was declared in 1973. And that is when Project Tiger started to save the tigers in India.
All right, sweet.
So it helps raise awareness about them and the Indian government trying to assist in protecting this amazing species.
Okay, question 5, last true or false?
Right, tigers like to swim. That is true. So they love to cool off in the water. So in our enclosure here, we've got a nice big dam for them. And quite often, our 2 tigers that rotate in this exhibit, Taji and Nevada, will be swimming, playing around, splashing, especially when we provide enrichment and it's something that can float in there, then they'll happily jump right in. And yeah, cool off and have a nice paddle.
All right, sweet. Okay, so we're going to get back to the important question that we got about how we are different to other. Oh, okay, so there's quite a nice thing to see there. So that is called Fleming. We call it the Stinky Face, and that's pretty much what a lot of your big cats will do if they are smelling different scents around their enclosure, different smells. They've got an organ in the roof of the mouth called the Jacobson's organ. It runs Taji like a little girl, like a kitten playing around. All right, so yes, the Jacobson's organ in the roof of their mouth, that does then allow them to pick up all the different scents and smells that are around them. Okay, with males, they can even taste in a female's urine if the female is ready to fall pregnant yet or not. Okay, so to tackle that important question of what makes us different is, first of all, the thing is the level of education, conservation messages that you give out to your animals. And you don't utilize your animals just to make money, all right? Do encounters just to make money out of the animals. That is a big problem, and that does happen throughout the world, unfortunately, is that there are places out there that utilize their animals and overbreed their animals just to make money out of them. That is not what we do here. All right, what we do here is our animals are ambassadors for their species, so that they can showcase to people that we can use them to showcase that the problems that they face out in the wild, and also to build that connection between humans and these animals. All right, one of the most famous peoples in the zoo community, good old Steve Irwin, says that when you touch an animal, that animal touches your heart. All right, and it makes so much sense. So we also offer encounters with some of our animals, like our cheetahs, our lemurs, some snakes, black and white tegus, serval. And when the people go into these encounters and they experience these animals and they get to see them up close, they feel them, they're in their area, and they see the animals are happy as well, it changes you, all right? It changes how you feel about the animal. And that's the main thing that you need to do to get the message across to people, to make small changes in your life, to make the life of these animals out in the wild even better, all right? David Attenborough once said as well, Sir David Attenborough, I mentioned him last night, it was his birthday, is that people will not make a change in their lives to better the lives of these animals unless they have understood them or cared for them and loved them first, all right? And I think that makes a lot of sense, because if you don't understand these animals or you don't feel anything for them, you're not going to do something as small as stop using a plastic straw. Try and use products that are made with sustainable palm oil, all right? Things like that. So just an easy way of explaining some of this stuff is that you don't use the animals to make money. They are here to be ambassadors for this species. We care for our animals. We give them the best life possible. We give them everything we can. And yeah, they play a vital role in educating people, all right, about the animal, their cousins, their families out in the wild that are struggling in certain areas, okay? And I use the term wild very loosely because there is not much of the wild left in the world today, all right? A recent study showed there's only about 23% of the Earth's surface that can still be classified as wild. And that's crazy to think that 23% of the entire world can now be classified as wild. So it's very important for us to let these animals be ambassadors for their species that are still out in the wild. All right. Yes, look into their eyes and you see into their soul. All right, that's a very good comment. Okay, guys. Tams, do you have anything to add on that question?
I think you covered it very well.
All right. I hope you guys understood that. So yeah, for me, my personal experience with coming to the ranch is I've been coming to the ranch since I was a kid. All right. And this was the first place where I actually interacted with an animal. And that was one of the triggers that got me my passion for animals, and also just working with animals, wanting to learn more about animals, and starting my career off in the animal industry. All right. Okay. Tams, so let's get back to Taji on a lighter note. Tams is still with us with her painted face and my half-painted face. Okay, so we can talk a little bit about Taji's surgery.
Oh yeah, so Taji many months ago had a chronic inflammation in her left eye, and that presented itself in some discharge, some discomfort that we could see, and we monitored it very closely for quite a while. And we have some really amazing vets in our town, Dr. Carlo and Dr. Boita, who assisted us in treating Taji with as many things as we could try figure out what it was, to treat it. And eventually we were still a little bit baffled, so we called in Dr. Christy Boucher. She's a specialist, and she was able to come and have a look at Taji in the beginning of the year, and could see through an analysis that it was some pre-cancerous cells growing in the third eyelid that was eventually going to be a problem for Taji as she grew older, that it could compromise her vision, that it would continuously become an irritation for her, and the best thing would be to remove it. So we had a nice big fundraising for her, and we wanted to let everybody know that Taji urgently needed this surgery, and we wanted to get it done as quickly as possible. And we did so in March with the help of Dr. Christie at her practice in Pal, which is called Vetscape. And yeah, they have an amazing surgery room there. We had the privilege of going and transporting Taji there, which was quite an operation. There's a lot of logistics going into moving a tiger from a place that's about 5 hours drive away. And once we arrived, we were able to successfully remove the cells that were suspicious, and Taji came back the next day. She was completely back to normal, up and about, her happy self. And we still monitor the eye very closely every day, but it seems that everything is completely removed. The results of the surgery showed that all of the tissue that needed to be removed was. So it was a huge success, and Taji looks amazing. She's got no discomfort in that eye anymore. She looks great. Her behavior and everything shows that she's made a full recovery. So it's fantastic news, and we're very grateful that she was able to have that surgery and can now have a great quality of life.
All right. Okay, so yeah, thanks to everybody that did donate to that and helped out with that surgery. It was a great success, like Tam said, and Taji is happy as ever, as you saw her running and playing just now like a young kitten. It's not often that you see an older cat doing that, but Taji is one of the exceptions where you see her playing like a young kitten quite regularly, actually. So we've got some guys watching, Janet watching from Wales, some more people watching from Richards Bay all the way in KwaZulu-Natal. All right, Leonie watching from the Northern Cape. All right. Okay, two in Sydney.
Hello.
Jan and Rob.
Hi Mom, Dad. Happy Mother's Day for tomorrow.
All right, so yes, tomorrow, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. All right. Okay, guys, any more questions, feel free to ask them. Tams, is there anything more you want to add?
No.
All right, so on the lighter note, you guys heard about Tams's weakness on her bio that we posted was that she gets hangry, and one of my weaknesses, it said knees and ankles. And then the fun fact was I'm an accident waiting to happen, looking for a place to happen. And yeah, so just before we did the surgery with Taji, we had to do just the vets came out and did a little bit of a look at what was going on in her eye, and I actually had a little accident myself and tore the meniscus in my knee by just bumping it on a bucky flop. So yeah, that's where that information comes from, is that I'm an accident waiting to happen. It doesn't take much. All right, cool. So yeah, that's pretty much everything from Tams.
Yeah.
She's actually going to be leaving shortly and leaving me alone here for the night. It's another clear night outside tonight, so I'm expecting the temperatures to drop again quite low. Last night they did drop all the way down to 4 degrees Celsius on Lima Island. And I am right next to a river. Unfortunately, you can't see right now because it's dark, but I'm right next to a river. We can expect some interesting critters coming to visit me through the night. We do have porcupines that come in, mongoose that come in. Hopefully no snakes come and join me in the warm bed. That won't be too great. Don't feel like waking up with a Cape Cobra next to me. We do get a few of them here as well that come through quite regularly.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. So Taji is on the rock at the back. I'm going to see if I can get the light onto her one more time for you guys. That's hot. Alright, and then I'm going to see if the camera is going to pick it up. I'm going to turn. It around. She's just on the rock at the top there. She's actually looking at us now. Alright, so we'll see also during the night any interesting sounds. The lions are next door, so we might get a few nice roars from them through the night as well, hopefully during one of the live streams, so you can hear how loud they are.
That's a nice pose.
Yep, very nice pose there from her. Yep, very majestic. Okay guys, so I think we're going to call it for the first video of the live stream. For those of you that missed the dares that we did yesterday, please go and watch yesterday's dare of the dance. It was awesome. We had a lot of pretty much everybody on the ranch yesterday joined us for that, and it was a lot of fun. Mr. E's dance moves, awesome.
Top notch.
Yep, very proud of your dancing, Mr. E. We were waiting for Mrs. E to join us, but she wasn't there, unfortunately. Okay. Yep. Just having a look at the comments. A very special thank you to Herbert and Evelyn Cadeau for donating 15,000 for Taji's operation. Big thank you for that. That is awesome. Thank you guys. We really do appreciate it. That's great. Okay. Tams is also going to just read.
Cool guys. Before I head off, I'd like to say thanks for having me, and please look after Delano in the night time. And on behalf of Taji and us here at the ranch, we'd like to say thank you to her adopters. She has some really amazing people all over the world that love her just as much as we do, and that includes Ramona Walter from Switzerland, Quentin and Astrid Morgan from Australia, yes, Jakes Cohen from South Africa, Grace Lasaga from the United States, and of course Herbert and Evelyn Cadeau from South Africa as well. Hi Herbert and Evelyn. I see them quite often. So thank you guys. Your donations went really long way with Taji with her eye surgery. That was a great success, and also just looking after her in general. And she has an amazing life here, and we're so fortunate to have her with us. It's a real privilege getting to work with Taji. So I'm so glad you guys got to see her and to get to see how amazing she is. And I will see you all later. Have a good evening.
All right, Catherine, your question: where does Taji's name come from? I will find that out for you and get back to you as soon as we know. Taji has been here longer than what we have. So yeah, If you're watching in the next live stream, we'll try and see if there's any significance behind her name, and I will give you the answer around 9. Right, so yes, tune in again at 9. Then I will be alone here talking about a little bit more about the tiger species, seeing what you guys have to say, and then the last stream at 11 o'clock. All right, so yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you for supporting this initiative that we're doing, this fundraiser, tuning in, getting to see our animals, getting to learn about them, the Cango After Dark event. This is night 3 of 7, so it's just the start of night 3. It's been awesome so far. It's been a privilege doing it for you guys and taking you around and talking about our babies for you guys. All right, so have a good evening. See you at 9. Take care, be safe, and see you then.